So I wanted to show you guys what's probably my favorite 3D printed project so far. If any of you know Adventure Time, this is BMO. BMO is a sentient arcade machine. Adventure Time is my kids' favorite TV show, and all the way back in 2014, they wanted to dress up for Halloween as Adventure Time characters. So I had the idea to make a BMO out of MDF and actually have a little tablet computer or something in there. So my wife drew all the images that are his faces here. I'll show you a few in a bit. And I went through the TV shows with my kids, and we captured and then animated all the clips of BMO from the show with the faces my wife drew. So finishing BMO wasn't really possible in the time we had before Halloween. And we did actually make a shell out of MDF, which promptly got sat on and pretty much shelved the project until recently when I discovered it on an old hard drive. And I thought, wow, hey, 3D printing could probably do a hell of a lot better job than MDF can. And so I went digging around on Thingiverse, which is the big website for 3D printed projects, and I actually found somebody had made a BMO case. It didn't exactly fit what I wanted, but it was pretty close and it had all the parts to it. So I took that and I modified it and did a little bit of this and that on my own, and I created this little guy here. He talks.
Well, hello there.
And he says a variety of different things. So basically, he's somewhat shamefully done in Flash in ActionScript 2. And I have him running here on a Raspberry Pi using Nash, which is a Raspberry Pi Flash program. So I just created a simple little auto start script for him. So when you turn it on, it goes directly into BMO. And then using a wireless keyboard, he basically says different things depending on what you press. Each row here is kind of an emotion. So if I take the top row, which is a happy one.
I am a little living boy. You are so funny. Let's do some party. I'm the best.
I think I already did that one. Yeah, this one.
Yay!
It's my kid's favorite. And then the second row, he does kind of sad and unhappy things. And depending on what his last emotion was from what he said, he actually stays with that face on. So if I do his kind of determined and defiant row.
No. Go away.
Oh, I guess that one's an unhappy one in the lower row. But that's his determined face. And the lowest row is just kind of random stuff. So internally, not only does he have the Raspberry Pi, I'll pull the back off, I took the screws out. There you go, actually should show you the back. There's stereo speakers. There's his volume control. Not the best volume control, but it's what I had lying around the house. Here's the left and right shoulder buttons, and there's his power switch right there. And then inside, there's his little controller board for the buttons. There's a USB interface for an arcade machine, and that plugs into the Raspberry Pi in there. And you may ask why he needs those buttons and needs shoulder buttons as well on the back. And the reason is, if I pop that guy out, oh, got a little card out, then I shut him off, pull that card out, put it in, and then put the card in the side because I will totally lose that. And he is a fully functional arcade machine. So he's got almost full libraries for all these machines. Go to the venerable Super Nintendo. And there you go. Start. So to get out, just push start and select. One system that I really wanted, and I only have one game for it because it's actually a Laserdisc image. Oops, sorry, B to go back. I don't know if any of you were hanging around arcades in the late 90s, but there's one game that was just so different from the rest. Dragon's Lair. And this one was terrible. You know, you go in there and everything's got terrible graphics, and then suddenly this amazing game, fully animated, comes up, and it's just like, oh, rescue the princess. Then you put your quarter in, and then 5 seconds later, it's like, game over. I don't know anybody who actually beat this. So my personal first goal with this machine is to sit here and actually beat Dragon's Lair. So let me show you just how fast you can lose a game of Dragon's Lair. I mean, they're just dead, 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 dead. Boom. There goes your money. So the first thing the kids did, of course, when they saw this, like, oh my God, I can't wait to bring this to school and show all my friends. And I'm just like, wait a minute. You guys aren't bringing this to school. I bet it wouldn't last an hour. So after a bit of back and forth, I had this second project, of course, since I already did all the legwork to begin with, and I scaled it down to this little guy. And this is school-friendly BMO. Not only does it weigh about a quarter as much as the other one, it's a lot stronger, the walls are thicker. And the buttons move, but they're actually fake. That's because I needed room for the sound system in there. Even the power on this is external. So whereas the other one was actually probably close to 200 bucks. Hold on. Of course, it's the wrong way up. Whereas the other one was close to 200 bucks in parts, this thing is maybe 50. There.
Well, hello there. I am BMO. I am a little living boy.
So this one has the advantage of being cheap, strong, and without the game machine, other kids don't, want to grab it and fight for it. Yeah, sorry about that. Now, which of course led to the next thing is the kids are like, oh man, I just want to play with this all the time. And I'm like, I mean, it's strong, but it's not that strong. And they're like, oh, Daddy, you built this really cool machine and we can't play it. So, all right, fine. That led to project number 3. This guy. Now, this is a solar charger for it. It comes in a hard case, nice and weatherproof for camping or wherever else you want to play video games. Inside we have 2 pairs of headphones, little micro headphones. I never liked the in-ear kind of headphones. So we got 2 pairs of headphones. We have an, oops, so you're gonna have to pull the rest out first. We have a miniature external speaker in case you want loud sound. We have 2 classic Super Nintendo controllers, which the kids can then bash around on. And then the system itself. This front is actually a protective case here. If I pull that off, open her up. Just going to plug in one random controller. The side is, you can see on the back here, is a Raspberry Pi. Plug that in. All right, so this one has the advantage over the other systems of not only the larger screen size, it's actually the same screen size as the Wii U, or what's the new one? The Switch? Okay, as the Switch. It also uses 2 controllers, so it's got 2 players at the same time. It's 2 sets of headphones, so 2 people can listen at the same time. And it's just a very compact, robust system. It's not even painted, so you can scratch it around or whatever. So here is the 1979 arcade version of Asteroids in all its glory. Oops, that was the teleport button. There we go. Oh, shoot, there we go. So there you go. That is the BMO project. Arguably the hardest thing I've ever tried to do in 3D printing, and gotta be hands down the coolest.